redoing NHL offseason moves featuring the Dallas Stars from 2009 to 2016. After the 2009 season, the Dallas Stars make a few trades. Dallas Stars trade Marty Turco to the St. Louis Blues for Ben Bishop, Brad Boyce, Roman Polak, and a first-round pick in 2010. The Stars also trade Mike Rivero, Brendan Morrow, and Stefan Robida, as well as a first-round pick in 2011 to the Phoenix Coyotes for Kyle Turris and Martin Hanzal. The Stars also trade Yuri Lettinen, Daryl Sador, and a second-round pick in 2009 to the Anaheim Ducks for Chris Kunitz and the rights to James Wisniewski. At the 2009 draft, the Stars trade up. They trade picks 8 and a second-round pick in 2010 to the Phoenix Coyotes for pick 6. 2009 draft pick 6, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, pick 69, Riley Smith, pick 129, Mike Hoffman, pick 159, Darcy Kuemper. James Wisniewski is signed for 2 years at $3.1 million per season. Roman Polak is re-signed for 2 years at $1.1 million per season. Before the 2009-2010 season, the Stars trade Nicholas Grossman and a 4th-round pick in 2011 to the Atlanta Thrashers for Kari Lehtonen. Kari Lehtonen is re-signed to a 1-year deal with $3 million per season. After the 2010 season, the Stars make a few trades. Brad Richards is traded to the St. Louis Blues for Lars Eller, Patrick Berglund, and a first-round pick in 2012. Steve Ott and James Wisniewski are traded to the San Jose Sharks for Justin Braun. Brad Boyce is traded to the Florida Panthers for a second-round pick in 2011 and a third-round pick in 2012. The Dallas Stars got a first-round pick in the deal for Marty Turco from the St. Louis Blues. Blues own the 17th pick in the draft. That pick now belongs to the Dallas Stars. At the 2010 draft, the Stars trade up. They trade pick 11 to the Florida Panthers for pick 19 and 50. 2010 draft pick 17, Vladimir Tarasenko, pick 19, Nick Bjugstad, pick 50, Johan Larsson, pick 131, John Klingberg. Kari Lehtonen is re-signed to a 3-year deal worth $3.5 million per season. Martin Hanzal is re-signed to a 2-year deal worth $1.8 million per season. After the 2011 season, the Stars make 2 trades. Dallas Stars trade Roman Polak and Patrick Berglund to the New York Rangers for Matt Zuccarello. They also trade Chris Kunitz and Vernon Fiddler to the Pittsburgh Penguins for a second-round pick in 2011 and a 4th-round pick in 2013. 2011 draft pick 20, Connor Murphy, pick 44, Joel Edmundson, pick 54, Vincent Trocheck, pick 135, Ryan Dzingel. Kyle Turris is re-signed to a 2-year deal worth $1.4 million per season. Ben Bishop is re-signed to a 2-year deal. The Stars don't sign Michael Ryder, Eric Nystrom, Sheldon Shore, or Radek Dvorak in free agency. The Dallas Stars got a first-round pick in 2012 from the St. Louis Blues in the Brad Richards trade. The Blues own the 26th pick in the draft. This pick now belongs to the Stars. At the 2012 draft, the Stars trade up. They trade picks 13, 26, 60, and a first-round pick in 2010 to the New York Islanders for pick 4. 2012 draft pick 4, Morgan Riley, pick 43, Devin Shore, pick 74, Issa Lindell, pick 84, Courtney Perenko, pick 104, Charles Hudon. Jamie Benn is re-signed for 5 years at $5.2 million per season. Kyle Turris is re-signed for 6 years at $3.5 million per season. Martin Hanzal is re-signed for 5 years at $3.1 million per season. Justin Braun is re-signed for 3 years at $1.25 million per season. Lars Eller is re-signed for 2 years at $1.1 million per season. Matt Zuccarello is re-signed for 2 years at $1 million. Dallas Stars don't sign Ray Whitney, Derek Roy, or Jaromir Jagr in free agency. Before the beginning of the 2012-2013 season, the Bruins make a blockbuster trade. They trade Louis Eriksson, Riley Smith, Brendan Dillon, and Cody Eakin to the Boston Bruins for Tyler Seguin, Adam McQuaid, and Chris Kelly. Adam McQuaid is re-signed for 3 years at $1.5 million per season. After the 2013 season, the Stars make a few trades. Dallas Stars trade Kari Lehtonen to the Tampa Bay Lightning for Radko Gudas, Richard Panik, and a second-round pick in 2013. Mark Letestu and Matt Calvert are acquired from the Columbus Blue Jackets for Philip Larson, Chris Kelly, and a second-round pick in 2013. Eric Cole and Alex Goligoski are traded to the Buffalo Sabres for Tyler Ennis, Mark Pysyk, and a second-round pick in 2014. The Dallas Stars made the playoffs but lost in the second round to the Chicago Blackhawks. They end up with a 22nd pick in the draft. At the 2013 draft, the Stars trade up. They trade picks 52 and 68 to the Buffalo Sabres for pick 38. 2013 draft pick 22, Andre Burakovsky, pick 38, Nick Patan. Tyler Seguin is re-signed to a 6-year deal worth $5.8 million per season. Oliver Ekman-Larsson is re-signed to a 6-year deal worth $5.5 million per season. Ben Bishop is re-signed for 2 years at $2.3 million per season. Radko Gudas is re-signed for 3 years at $1 million per season. Mark Letestu is re-signed for 2 years at $1.2 million per season. Mike Hoffman and Matt Calvert are re-signed to 2-year deals. Dallas Stars don't sign Sergei Gonchar, Sean Horkoff, or Tim Thomas in free agency. After the 2014 season, the Stars make a few trades. Dallas Stars trade Tyler Ennis, Joel Edmundson, and a second-round pick in 2013 to the New York Islanders for Brock Nelson and Michael Grabner. They also trade Martin Hanzal and Mark Pysyk to the Minnesota Wild for a first-round pick in 2014 and a second-round pick in 2015. The Dallas Stars lose in the conference finals. They end up with the 26th pick in the draft. The Stars got a first-round pick in 2014 from the Wild in the Martin Hanzal trade. The Wild have the 18th pick in the draft. This pick now belongs to the Stars. At the 2014 draft, the Stars trade up. They trade picks 24 and 57, as well as a second-round pick in 2015 to the Washington Capitals for pick 13. 2014 draft, pick 13, Jakub Vrana. Pick 18, Alex Tuch. Pick 44, Brayden Point. Vladimir Tarasenko was re-signed for 8 years at $7.5 million per season. Matt Zuccarello is re-signed to a 1-year deal worth $3.5 million. Riley Sheahan, D.Kuemper, and Ryan Dzingel are re-signed to 2-year deals. Richard Panik is re-signed to a 3-year deal. The Dallas Stars don't trade for Jason Spezza as they don't need a second-line center anymore. Lars Eller is traded to the Arizona Coyotes for Tobias Ryder and a 3rd-round pick in 2016. After the 2015 season, the Stars make a few trades. The Dallas Stars trade Matt Zuccarello and Radko Gudas to the Florida Panthers for Rocco Grimaldi and a 1st-round pick in 2016. They also trade Justin Braun to the Colorado Avalanche for a 2nd-round pick in 2015 and a 2nd-round pick in 2016. Brock Nelson is traded to the Edmonton Oilers for a 2nd-round pick in 2016 and a 3rd-round pick in 2017. Paul Byron, Michael Ferland, and a 2nd-round pick in 2015 are acquired from the Calgary Flames from Michael Grabner, Mark Letestu, and Joel Muncy. The Dallas Stars end up winning the 2014-2015 Stanley Cup. They end up with the 30th pick in the draft. At the 2015 draft, the Stars trade up. They trade picks 30, 40, and 61 to the Boston Bruins for pick 14. They also trade pick 50 and 60 to the Pittsburgh Penguins for pick 46. 2015 draft, pick 14, Jake DeBrusk. Pick 46, Daniel Strong. Morgan Rielly is re-signed for 6 years at $5.5 million per season. Nick Bjugstad is re-signed for 6 years at $4.1 million per season. Mike Hoffman is re-signed for 4 years at $5.2 million per season. Mike Hoffman is re-signed for 4 years at $5.2 million per season. Klingberg is re-signed for 7 years at $4.25 million per season. B.Bishop is re-signed for 2 years at $5.9 million per season. R.McDonagh-J.Klingberg is re-signed to a 4-year deal at $2.75 million per season. Michael Ferland is re-signed to a 2-year deal, and Paul Byron is re-signed to a 1-year deal. The Dallas Stars don't trade for Patrick Sharp. The Stars don't sign Antti Niemi, Johnny Oduya, or Alex Hemsky in free agency. Before the start of the 2015-2016 season, the Stars make a blockbuster trade. They trade Oliver Ekman-Larsson to the Colorado Avalanche for Matt Duchene and a 1st-round pick in 2016. After 2016 season, Dallas Stars trade Kyle Turris and Connor Murphy to the Pittsburgh Penguins for Ryan Dumoulin, Carl Hagelin, and a 1st-round pick in 2017. They also trade Vincent Trocheck to the St. Louis Blues for R.Fabbri-B.Point-A.Burakovsky and a 1st-round pick in 2016. Ryan McDonagh is acquired from the New York Rangers for Alex Tuch, Paul Byron, Ryan Dumoulin, and a 1st-round pick in 2017. The Dallas Stars end up winning back-to-back Stanley Cups. The Dallas Stars now own pick 8 and 10 in the draft due to trades made. At the 2016 draft, the Stars trade up. They trade pick 10, 54, and 90 to the Arizona Coyotes for pick 7. 2016 draft, pick 7, Clayton Keller. Pick 8, Alex Nylander. Pick 30, Labor Hayek. Pick 40, Jonathan Dahlen. Jason Demers is re-signed for 5 years at $4.5 million per season. E.Lindell is re-signed for 2 years at $2.2 million per season. Richard Panik, Darcy Kuemper, and Johan Larsson all re-signed to 1-year deals. Dallas Stars don't sign Dan Hamius or Lauri Burakovsky in free agency. Before the 2016-2017 season, the Stars make a few trades. Dallas Stars trade Nick Bjugstad and Ryan Dzingel to the Anaheim Ducks for J.Silfverberg and a 3rd-round pick in 2018. They also trade Tobias Ryder and Cody Franson to the Vancouver Canucks for Troy Stecher and a 2nd-round pick in 2018. Carl Hagelin is traded to the Buffalo Sabres for William Carrier and a 2nd-round pick in 2017. Colin Parayko is traded to the St. Louis Blues for a 1st-round pick in 2018 and a 2nd-round pick in 2019. Jamie Benn is re-signed to an 8-year deal worth $9.5 million per season. This contract starts in the 17-18 season. This is how the lineup looks like before the 2016-2017 season. The first line is Jamie Benn, Tyler Seguin, and Vladimir Tarasenko. Second line is Mike Hoffman, Matt Duchene, and J.Silfverberg. Third line is R.Fabbri-B.Point-A.Burakovsky, Point, and Andre Burakovsky. Fourth line is Richard Panik, Devin Shore, and Michael Ferland. First D pair is Ryan McDonagh and John Klingberg. Second D pair is Morgan Rielly and Jason Demers. Third D pair is E.Lindell and Adam McQuaid. Goaltenders are Ben Bishop and Darcy Kuemper. Next, I'll be redoing NHL offseason moves for the Edmonton Oilers from 2010 to 2017.